Hello, my most beautiful friends. We are very much zoomed in today because we're doing, well, mostly, halfly a face of new makeup that I got in PR. I don't have as much new products to try out compared to previous times, but we still have some new makeup that I want to test out to see, are they actually worth it? So you guys want to see what my thoughts are on these products. Are they actually worth your coin? Well, then definitely keep watching. Alrighty, so for starters, I cannot believe that Urban Decay sent me over their brand new multi-face eyeshadow palette. There's two different versions. There's the cool and there's the warm. They sent me over the cool palette. Now this retails for $56. $56, it's a little steep for what it is because first off, the outside packaging, it looks cute, but it feels like plastic, like it's plastic. So it feels very, very, very like cheaply made, which I don't like. If you're gonna charge $56, at least do better packaging in my opinion. And then you're gonna have this multi-tone face palette. So you're gonna have some cream shadows, you're gonna have some cream products in here, along with just some mattes and some shimmers. Now looking on Sephora's website, it has a lot of stars. It literally has 4.5 stars out of 380 reviews. And this says right here that this is going to be a cool tone all-in-one makeup palette designed for your eyes and face, developed in collaboration with makeup artists. Now, I think it's kind of funny that they sent this because I distinctly remember doing a new makeup release video. And in that video, I had talked about how Urban Decay was trying to be revolutionary. They're trying to step up and be like, makeup is dead, makeup is boring, makeup is all like the same thing now. I want to step outside the box and I want to create something really fun and really innovative and really colorful, bring back really fun, colorful makeup. And then at the same exact time as they did that ad, they released this, which I thought was kind of ironic. I thought it actually like made me chuckle. I think it was just kind of like poorly planned with the ad and then this coming out at the same time because like, make it make sense as to why they said that. But we're gonna test this out today. I actually had no intentions of buying this palette because these are palettes I typically don't really go for. They do remind me a lot of like the Naked palettes, so I already have like the Naked palette, so I really didn't need to use for this. But you know what, let's try it. So I'm gonna go into I guess this shade right here. I just realized I don't know if I have a brush to lay down some cream shadow. I don't really know. I don't ever really play with products like this. So let's see what I have. We're just going to start to just lay this down on the lid. Maybe this is supposed to be like a eyeshadow base, right? Like cream shadow. I could use this as an eye primer instead of actually putting on my eye primer. I could use this maybe instead. But I don't really ever play with like cream shadows. I'm just not a big fan of cream shadows if I'm going to be completely real with you guys. So I'm just going to lay this down. Oh, she's barely there. Okay. All right. So I guess for powdered shadow, because I want to do something just very easy, kind of like what this palette's intended for, I'm going to go into this shade right here. And we're just going to go ahead and I guess just lay this on the lid. So we're going to do a very easy eye look because I feel like this palette doesn't really require too much from it. It's like one of those like really like everyday wearing palettes. So I'm going to go ahead and tap my brush in and we're just gonna go ahead and start to just tap this on the lid. Okay, go into this little bone color shade right here. The matte's laying down nicely. Like I don't have anything bad to say about Urban Decay's matte formula. I really do enjoy Urban Decay. I just really want them to do like they said they're going to do and really start to branch out, bring back really fun, colorful makeup. I see everybody online talking about the 2016, 2017 makeup era and how they really kind of want to come back, that they're kind of over the clean girl aesthetic. And for me, I don't think I ever really left like the 2016, 2017 era. The only time I do is like when I go to work because I can't really have very bright, bold, colorful eye looks at work. It's not work appropriate. So, I don't think I ever left the 2016, 2017 era, and it's kind of nice to see it making a comeback. Now the question is, do you think the beauty community is going to make a bounce back here on YouTube as well, or do you guys still think the beauty community is, I wouldn't say dead, just very slow compared to how it once was? Let me know in the comments. All right, I'm going to take this shadow right here, and we're going to start to place this all over the lid to add a little bit of like pop to it. Okay, wow, I did not expect this to have as much pigmentation as it does. For some reason, I just thought this was going to be kind of like a lackluster shade that I'd need glitter glue for, but it's actually laying down nicely. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this little topper like right in the center because like I feel like that'd be really pretty. Maybe I might just actually scatter this on the lid too. Kind of mix them together. Ooh, that's pretty. Definitely not my prettiest look, but you know what it's gonna do for this. Let me just quickly do my other eye, then we're gonna move on to the face. So now that the eyes are done, we're gonna go into the face. So starting off, Merit sent over their Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. This is a lightweight cream that instantly blurs and preps skin for makeup while helping to provide a time-released hydration for perfect skin all day. This is designed to be used after the Great Skin Serum and before sunscreen in the Minimalist. So I already have my skincare prep done. The only thing I didn't do was the moisturizer because I wanted to try this to see like, was it any good? So this says it's a priming moisturizer. So I'm assuming that like I don't even necessarily have to go another primer after this, but we shall see. Retails anywhere between $18 to $38. I'm assuming this right here retails for $38. So we're just going to take this. It's going to look like so. Okay, it doesn't really have too much of a smell, and we're going to go ahead and place this on the face. This feels really smooth, by the way. It says it has peptide and hyaluronic acid in it, so that's really nice. But I'm going to use this. Should I use this as a moisturizer or as Great Skin Priming and Firming Moisturizer? Oh, I don't know. And I don't know what to do. Oh my god, do you know what this smells like? I'm going to be so straight up. This smells like Windex. This smells like Windex. Why do you smell like Windex? Ew, it smells like Windex. Ew. Ew, why do you smell like Windex? Off to a great start, are we? Alrighty, so it says right after this to go in straight with makeup or SPF. Good thing we have the uniform. This is a tinted mineral sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 45. So this is a mineral sunscreen that provides broad spectrum UV, UVA, and UVB protection with a sheer tint that blends right in with the light as air finish. It's sunscreen you'll actually want to wear every day. So it says designed to be used after the Great Skin Moisturizer and before the Minimalist. So this is like a 3-step routine. Oh my god. Okay. So this right here, this retails for $38. And I have the shade called 22... Oak Bisque. Now I did not pick out my shades. They just sent this to me, so I don't know if this is gonna be a good match, but we're about to find out. So oh god, it's freaking Windex in my hand. Do I just apply this like a foundation? We're gonna go for it, guys. We're gonna go for it. So I'm gonna take this. Oh, okay, you're a darker shade. Oh. Am I applying this right? We're just gonna make it do. I mean, it looks really pretty on the skin. It looks really pretty on the skin. Now, I've never used Merit's sunscreen before. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am not a big person that loves sunscreen in my makeup routine because at the end of the day, I have very oily skin. So for me, adding like sunscreen by me adding like SPF into my skincare routine, I don't like it. Now, I do it on the days that I'm not wearing makeup. I'll absolutely wear my SPF. But on the days that I am wearing makeup, I don't like wearing sunscreen. And people get really upset at me for saying that. People are like,
how dare you not wear sunscreen on the days you're wearing makeup?
Y'all, like it's okay. I do wear sunscreen on the days that I'm not wearing makeup. It's just for me, I have really oily skin, and a lot of the sunscreens that I've tried, I even got that little sample pack from Sephora. I get really oily. Now, you guys have made some great suggestions. I still have to check out some of the Korean skincare brands you guys talked about, but I just find myself getting really oily, and so the last thing I want is to have a really oily face and then head off to work, or have my face get super oily while I'm at work, because then it's disgusting, and I don't really have any way to help said face while I'm at work. So yeah, don't worry, I do wear my sunscreen on the days that I'm not wearing makeup, but on the days that I am and I'm going to work, there's just no point. And I'm sorry if that makes people mad. I do, however, put on my One Size SPF setting spray, and this has sunscreen in it. Okay, so this is how it's looking so far. It's actually really pretty. It goes on very light. It says this is sheer coverage. You could definitely still see my skin underneath. Like, I can see myself wearing this on the days I want to do like a makeup, no makeup look. Like, if I'm just going to the parks but I don't want to wear anything heavy on the face, I could definitely see myself wearing this. I also feel like I'm going to get incredibly oily while I'm wearing this as well. Like, I don't think I would wear this one by itself. I think I'd have to wear some sort of like oil control primer underneath it. But I will say this looks really pretty on the skin. I like how this is looking. Now, I can still smell the Windex. Now, they suggest pairing it with the Minimalist. This is the Perfect Complexion Stick. I have the shade called Bisque. Now, like I said, they sent this to me, so I'm assuming this is how they want me to put them together. So this retails for $38. This is a foundation and a complexion stick in one. This is a foundation concealer in one. And for some reason, they recommend mixing these together. I don't know why, but we're going to do as they recommend because this was sent to me in PR. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. And I'm just going to run this on the face. And I guess by me wearing this, I guess I don't need to wear concealer because it's like all in one. Ooh. So like, do I blend it out with a sponge as well? Let me just try doing that. Okay. It's blending. It definitely did blend really nicely. I still have such a glow to my face though. Something that I'm not really that fond of because like I'm going to have to heavily set my face, but it blended really nicely. Like I said, they recommend pairing these three together. I'm going to trust them because I'm going to trust them. They sent it my way as a pair. So we'll see how well this kind of holds up. But now we are going to go in with bronzer. So I don't have a new bronzer per se. I did get Physician Formula to send me, I did have Physician Formula send me their Butter and Glow like bronzer and blush stick. Although the shade they sent me was a little bit too deep for me. So we're going to go in with the one that I bought myself because I feel like this could just be a way of me using their PR product, but without using what they actually sent me in PR because, well, like I said, they sent me definitely the wrong shade. I'm still beyond grateful for them. Don't think I'm not, but I can't wear that deep shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and softly blend this out. I will say the bronzer side is so beautiful. It just like melts straight into the skin. Such a pretty bronzer. Okay, so I know this says this is like a 2-in-1 concealer, but like I feel like I should conceal my eyes just a little bit. So I'm just going to quickly go in with the L'Oreal Paris shit because I'm trying to actually generally use this multiple times because I always hear people say that they really enjoy this, but mine is so watery. And yes, I have shaken mine up so many times. I don't know if I just happen to got like a bad batch or that's just how this product is. It's just a very watery product. Like I feel like even if you hear me shake it, you could even hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's a very watery product. So I don't like it. And I low-key regret buying it, but TikTok sold me on it. TikTok absolutely sold me on it. So here I am out like $13, however much it cost. Okay, so I don't have a new setting powder per se. So I'm just going to go into the Polite Society. The reason I'm going in with this is because Polite Society did send me a little mini set right here. So they sent over the powder, the mascara, a little pout lip glossy lip balm, a plumping lip oil, and a blush right here. This is like a cream to powder blush. I've used a product like this, but I haven't used this shade. So I'm actually going to use some of these products today. I went ahead and I put these two away into like a little giveaway because I already own those products, but I still will use them for today's video because like mine as well. I do really enjoy this setting powder. It's a really good setting powder at helping to make your face look nice and blurred. The only thing that I'm not a big fan of the setting powder is that the only thing I'm not the biggest fan of when it comes to setting powder is that whenever I put it on, for some reason, putting on like a highlighter right after it is just not the easiest. For some reason, the highlighter just doesn't want to show up. And I don't get why. Everything else does, but highlighter just doesn't want to show up. So hopefully it will show up today. But I will say if you guys look, this does such a beautiful job at helping to blur the appearance of my pores. It doesn't do too much for the oil, but it really helps to blur the appearance of the pores and gives me a soft blurred complexion, which I do really appreciate. Like, look how pretty that is. All right, so for powder bronzer, we're just gonna go into the Polite Society one right here, just because I haven't shown love to this one in a minute. So let me go ahead and just use this. Now, a lot of you guys asked me if mine smelled because Angelica smelled. Mine just kind of smells like Play-Doh. Is that how it's supposed to smell? You think that with this being like a Cabana bronzer, this would be like, I don't know, like a sunscreen coconut smell? No, it smells like Play-Doh. Okay, now we're gonna go into Polite Society blush right here. Now I have to tell you guys a story. So last week, I went to Magic Kingdom with some friends because they wanted to go see the Electrical Light Parade. Now, it has been blocked out for cast members since that parade started, but for some reason the blockout lifted. I think it's because of Mickey's Not So Scary also happened like a day or two later. So I happened to go to Magic Kingdom. Okay, now mind you, I haven't been to Magic Kingdom in a hot minute. Magic Kingdom is the one park that I tend to avoid the most. I usually go to Animal, Hollywood, Epcot. I never, ever, ever go to Magic Kingdom because it's like the park is packed so much all the time. And there really isn't too much to do for adults. It's definitely more of a kid-friendly park. And I like to go there to see like the Halloween decorations and the Christmas decorations. But other than that, I don't really ever go to Magic Kingdom. But we went to Magic Kingdom so we can go watch this parade. And it happened to be like on a really nice day too, because everything was like a 10-15 minute wait, which I was actually really shocked about. So anywho, we're walking through Tomorrowland, and we had just gotten off the People Mover, and we're like, okay, what's our next step be? Let's head over to Fantasyland. So we decided to take a back route through Fantasyland where you go through Tron area to get over to Fantasyland. So we decided to go that way, right? And as we're walking, we're literally in the middle of a conversation. I just happened to look over to my left, and I see none other than Patrick Starrr. Like, Patrick Starrr was literally just walking right next to me. Like, he's walking this way, I'm walking this way. And for some reason, my brain could not compute the fact that Patrick Starrr is literally walking right next to me. And, like, at the same time, like, bro, what are you doing inside Magic Kingdom? Did not expect it. So I let my intrusive thoughts win. I didn't really let my intrusive thoughts win. They just kind of took over. So what ended up happening is I look over, I see Patrick Starrr, and I didn't even think, oh shoot. I wanted to go in with this before I throw on the rest of my makeup. This is the Belief Aqua Bomb Eye Cream. I use this every morning now before I get ready for work. I put this underneath my eye and I let it sit there for like 5 minutes before I blend it. I put this underneath my eye. It really helps to hydrate my under eye, to really help to prevent like creasing and cracking from my foundation and concealer. And this just is such a beautiful under eye treatment. I forgot to use that today. Dang, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to go in with this highlighter because it's right in front of me. Anywho, I happened to look over, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to quickly set my face with one size as we're talking about Patrick Starrr. So I happen to look over and I see Patrick Starrr, and my intrusive thoughts took over, and I just looked and I went,
Patrick Starrr?
Like, it literally just came out of my mouth. I screamed, Patrick Starrr! And he was in the middle of filming, and he went like this. He looked over and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I walked right up to him. I said, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. What are you doing here in Magic Kingdom? And then I was like,
Obviously, you ought to be here.
oh my God, hi. And he was just like, hi. I was like, I'm so sorry to bother you. I was like, my name is Allie. I was like, I'm a big fan of your brand. I absolutely love One Size so much. Fun fact, I actually just got the new Finishing Silky Powders in PR today. Like, I literally just got these in the mail. And he's like, oh my gosh, really? I said, yeah, I'm so excited to try them out. I really can't thank you enough for, sending me this product. It's not like he did. His team did. Let's be realistic here. And he was like, okay, thank you. And then I was like, if you don't mind me asking, I was like, is it okay if I take a picture? I'm not going to post it till later on. He's like, yeah, absolutely. So I smile and I take a picture of him. After I took a picture, I shook his hand again and said, I'm so sorry to interrupt your day. Again, my name is Allie. I'm so sorry to like bother you, but I really appreciate you taking the time to like stop and talk to me. He's like, oh my God, it's no problem. I hope you have a great day. I was like, I hope you have a great day too. And then like I walk away, and then my friends are like,
You yelled at him.
I was like, I did, didn't I? They're like, yeah, you and Patrick Starrr? I was like, yeah, I don't know what happened. My intrusive thought took over, and the fact that I looked at him and I said, what are you doing here in Magic Kingdom? Like, for some reason, like, he can't be here. Like, obviously, Magic Kingdom is a destination travel place. People love coming to Magic Kingdom. People come to Disney all over the world, and for some reason, I don't know why, I was like, what are you doing here? I think it's just because I genuinely did not expect to see Patrick Starrr inside Magic Kingdom, and I kind of laughed at myself because at the end of the day, like, he's from Orlando, so like, why could he not be here is beyond me. But for some reason, my brain told me you can't be here. I'm gonna go with the 24-hour brow setter. So yeah, that was my one and only time I've ever met Patrick Starrr, and it was last week. And I did post on my stories about meeting him. He was incredibly kind. Oh my God, his face was absolutely flawless in person too. Like, I wish I had leftover makeup on my face. I literally filmed, like, here's the kicker, guys. You know that PR unboxing that I filmed last week and I put up? Yeah, I literally got off of work. I filmed that PR unboxing, and then I went straight to Magic Kingdom. So that makeup had been on since 6 a.m. So I was looking rough. Like, I was looking absolutely rough when he met me. And I'm sure he was looking at me like, oh God, like, you're on my PR list? I'm like, yeah, I know. I look like shit. I'm just gonna take this. You know what? I don't feel like doing anything other than my eyes. I was like, yeah, you know what? Like I'm looking. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm looking kind of rough. I'm going to quickly go in with the Polite Society Greatest Lash of All Time. I really do love this mascara. I think it's really good. Like I said, they sent to me a mini one, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that forward. But yeah, I definitely low-key embarrassed myself. Now I know, because like I said, he was really nice. He shared me on his stories. But like now I know that in a situation like that, I know what I would do. And clearly that is to yell out someone's name and just go over there. Like, you never really know what you're going to do in the situations or come across like an influencer or like a celebrity. And now I know that my impulse is just to scream their name and walk over to them because, God forbid, I act like a normal person. And the thing is, though, I saw him. He had this pink camera. He was vlogging at the moment. At least he was talking. I don't know what he's talking on. I doubt you'll see it anywhere unless he's going to do a YouTube video. But I don't even know if he does YouTube videos anymore. So I think it's just more of like for shorts and everything. That he'll make it into a video. But I really hope that like that moment was not caught on camera, because if it was, you'll just hear in the background, Patrick Star! Because like, oh, fuck, I don't know how to be cool. Like, lips, they did send over, okay, so for lips, we have two of the Polite Society. We have a Polite Pout Glossy Lip Balm. I have this shade called Pink Grapefruit, so I'm just really curious to see like what this looks like. Ugh. Ew, I don't like the smell. The smell is grapefruit. Ew. Ooh. So this is how it looks right here. And then it also includes a glossy plumping lip gloss oil. I don't know what the shade this is in, but this is like the tiniest little thing. Let's see how this one looks. Oh God, it has that burning sensation smell. And that's how this looks. Oh. Ugh. Ugh, I gotta get this off. Okay, so I think it's safe to say I'm not going to use any of those products, but I will go in with Maybelline. This is the lifter liner. They did send me a pack of, they did send me a PR set last time where they sent me liners and lip glosses, and they said you could pair them together, make really pretty combos. I've only opened up one, so I'm going to open up another one because I have not tried this lip liner shade yet. But let's see if it's a pretty lip liner. All right, so this is going to be in the shade called Line Leader. Ooh, let's try out this shade. It's a little pinky, but we'll make do. And I'm gonna go in with the gloss called Silk right on top of that. Oh, that's pretty. All right, then to finish it off, we're gonna go into the one size. This is gonna be a airbrushed silky finishing powder. It says, give your skin a natural silk finish with this high performance powder enhanced with luxurious vegan silk, slow baked into perfection. This featherweight formula disappears in the skin for a blurred texture. Set makeup and create depth with zero heaviness or visible caking. So I've already been using this since I got it. And honestly, I think this is a really pretty finishing powder. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to put this right where I would put my Givenchy setting powder. This kind of reminds me a lot of that powder, actually. It's really soft. It definitely gives me like a soft blur complexion, especially on my areas where I have really large pores. So I do really enjoy this. This is a really nice product. Now for setting spray, Urban Decay sent me their all nighter, all day wear makeup setting spray, but this is for glowing skin. Y'all know I don't like glowing setting spray, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along. I also had the Professional Super Setter. This is a long lasting makeup setting spray, but I've already played with this. I know that it doesn't really do too much. So I'm actually gonna lock my face in with the One Size sunscreen today because I just really wanna make sure I'm giving this foundation a true wear test. So we're gonna go ahead and just set my face with the One Size. I know this is a holy grail of mine. Add a little bit of L'Oreal as well. All right, guys, and this is the final look. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys out, give you guys my quick first impressions before we do our wear test. Okay, so this is how the makeup is looking. It's really pretty. It's very natural. Like, I could definitely see myself wearing this going to work. I have to say the products that kind of shocked me were Merit Beauty. Not really the priming moisturizer. This smells like Windex. I don't like how it smells. But the sunscreen, like tinted sunscreen and the complexion stick actually worked really well together. Like it worked really well together. I was really impressed with how well they blended and how well they melted in the skin. So I'm excited to see how this is going to hold up throughout the day, especially to my oily skin. The One Size finishing powder, this is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this finishing powder. It does have a silk finish. It doesn't say it's going to do too much much for the oil controlling properties of it, but it definitely does help to blur the skin, which is what I'm looking for since I do have really large pores. The Urban Decay face palette right here, it's pretty. It's nothing wowing. I would never spend $56 on this. As grateful as I am that Urban Decay sends me stuff, I never expect anything. But even though I get stuff in PR, I'm always going to be honest with you. And as much as I'm grateful for this, at the same time, I don't think it's worth $56. Like, I personally would not pay for it, but that's just me. But if you love Urban Decay and you love their formula, this could definitely be this could definitely be a fantastic palette for you. I can see people loving it because you're gonna have mix of mattes, creams, and shimmers in here. You could definitely utilize it for the entire face and the eyes. It's just for me, I just kind of prefer different palettes over this one, and that's completely okay. Does not mean it's bad. It just means it's not my personal favorite. Everything else I've pretty much already been playing with, so they're really not new to me, but I'm really curious to see how well these products are going to hold up. So I'll be back in 12 hours to let you guys know what I think of these products. I can't tell if you guys can see with the sun, so I'm going to do this too, but I'm doing a backup, but this is 2 hours in. I really can't tell how my face looked with the sun directly on it, so I just want to show you guys again, just in natural light, how we are looking. But 2 hours in, so far, not really oily. A little glowy, but not oily. But I'll be back in a couple more hours. And then I guess 12 hours as a whole. I'll be back. Okay, I've had this makeup on now for 7 hours. We're currently at 7 hours with this makeup. And this is how we're looking. I'm getting a little oily just right here in the T-zone, but surprisingly, everything is holding on. And mind you, I did not use like anything for oil controlling. I also put on press-on nails. Haven't worn these in months. I'm so excited. But I haven't worn, I haven't put anything besides like the One Size setting spray and the L'Oreal setting spray as like oil control. That's the only thing I did. Everything else doesn't really say controls the oil. And my makeup is holding on, although I'm missing a spot right here. There seems to be a little bit of foundation missing right here. And that seems to be it. That seems to be it so far. You could definitely see where I'm definitely pretty glowy, like right here in like the T-zone area. I'm getting a little glowy, but it's not disgusting yet. Mind you, we're only 7 hours in. I still have another 5 hours to go with this makeup, but I just wanted to do a check-in with you guys. It's just so show you guys what I'm looking like. But so far, so good. Why? I'm kind of shocked. Alrighty guys, so it's officially been 12 hours and this is how the makeup is holding. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the foundation, okay, go. Oh my God. The foundation is completely gone from right here. And he wants his attention. He wants his attention. The foundation's gone from right here, and you can definitely see I'm pretty oily right here. I'm not too bad. I thought I'd be a lot worse. Lip liner somehow held on. I don't know how, but surprisingly enough, for me being really oily and didn't use like any sort of like priming, like oil control primer, and I just used like a setting spray, I'm quite impressed with how well this is held up. My face definitely does feel sticky. Like I feel like if I go like this, I'm going to start to move the foundation a little bit. Yeah. If you guys can tell, it's starting to disturb it just a little bit, but surprisingly this held on. I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked. I did not expect the results. Wow. That's kind of shocking. Like who would have thought that this Merit Trio combo that I wore would actually hold on for 12 hours? I never would have expected that, y'all. For literally me having really oily skin. Holy shit. So I think it's safe to say that this combo is definitely oily skin approved. I mean, like I said, you can see where I'm oily in my T-zone, but like wearing this on like the days I want to have just like a lighter makeup look, I'm down for it. Y'all, I'm actually quite impressed. So that, my most beautiful friends, is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel, it's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye.